Hi everyone, this is Lovelin Johnson, and today we are going to be looking at the law of connecting from the 16 undeniable laws of communication. Let's get started. If I asked you, did you check your phone in this last 10 minutes? Your answer would probably be yes. And if I asked you, how many connections do you have through your social media, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook, you're going to say, I have thousands of friends through this connection. But how connected are we really? We live in such a connected world where technology makes it all possible, but technology can only do so much. And real connection is often heart to heart, and we really have to put others in front of us when we do the communication. And if I asked you how many of them are your close friends, you probably can name only a few. So how do we get the law of connecting right, and how do we put others in front of us so that we could truly serve them? Now let's talk about the great communication myth that we all fall for. Often when we walk into a presentation or when we are talking with a colleague, our mindset is it's all about what we are saying. How wonderful is our slides? How can we make it more powerful? What kind of graphs and visual effects can I give to make an impact? All that is important, but when we think that that's what would do the talking, it wouldn't. Content is helpful, but content is not communication. So how do you connect with someone? I love this quote by Theodore Roosevelt. He says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's connection. The only way to build connection is not through content, although that is helpful, it's through connection, and that's what makes communication effective. The law of connecting. What is the law of connecting? Communicators know it's all about others, and that's the law of connecting. And when you keep others in the forefront, then you will become an effective communicator. The book talks about 5 connecting keys, and I thought they were all very powerful. Number 1, you're not the main attraction. Number 2, make your first impression the best impression. Number 3, understand their world first. Number 4, be personable, not perfect. Number 5, develop authentic charisma. Let's talk about you're not the main attraction. I don't know about you, often when I walk into a conversation, I am excited about all the things that has going on in my life, and I want to share it with my friend. I seldom give thought to what's happening in her life. I think about, oh, you won't believe what happened yesterday. And all I am thinking as I am walking into the conversation is about me. But the real connection happens when you think about the other person first. You're not the main attraction. It's the person with whom you are communicating who is the main attraction. I love the story from the book where Jesus is on a donkey entering the city of Jerusalem. People are excited. They are receiving him with palm branches. They are throwing their clothes as a welcome carpet, and the donkey is enjoying the ride. And the donkey says, I never thought they think so highly of me. Think about it. Who is the point? The point was not the donkey. And I was really touched because I said to myself, I am the donkey. Help me to remember that when I walk into the conversation, I should remember that it's not about me. It's about others. How do I make them feel welcomed? And how could I listen to their stories and be genuinely interested in them? So remember, you're not the main attraction. Number 2, make your first impression the best impression. Why do I say that? If you ask a psychologist, they would say that within 7 seconds, people form impressions about you. So if I'm having a conversation with someone, within 7 seconds, they are going to make a decision of whether they like me or dislike me. If they have decided that they dislike me, they're going to find ways in which they are right by watching my conversation. And if they decided to like me, that's what they're going to do. They're going to find ways where I know this is why I was right. She is likable. So within 7 seconds, people are forming an impression, and after that, they are validating their bias by checking the box that they have in their mind. So what could you do? You could follow a 30-second principle, and what you could do in that 30 seconds is watch the other person and find genuine things where you truly appreciate them for who they are and give them the compliment within the 30 seconds. And that would honestly build a bridge between you and them. So when you walk into the conversation, you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the other person. And within the 30 seconds, you're going to encourage them and you're going to value them for who they are. I love this quote by Lisa Kirk, and it says, "A gossip talks to you about others. A bore talks to you about himself. And a brilliant conversationalist would talk to you about yourself." Imagine giving the floor to your friend and allowing them to talk, allowing them to share their stories. When they leave your place, they would feel so connected because you gave them an opportunity to share their stories. 3, understand their world first. When people are connecting with you, they're going to say, "Me too." And they are engaging with you when they are raising their hand and saying, "Me too." But if they are not connecting with you, they're going to say, "So what?" They're going to be disengaged. And you don't want that. You want them to feel "me too," and you have that connection with them. And how can you build that connection? By using a principle called the exchange principle. Instead of putting others in their place, put yourself in their place. Now you have a different perspective of where they come from. So the next time you walk into a meeting or a presentation, think about the other person first. What keeps them up at night? What excites them? What are their biggest challenges? And when you understand them better, you could serve them better and you can have a great connection with them. Try to create "me too" moments. One of my favorite quotes is by C.S. Lewis, and he says, "Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, 'What? You too? I thought I was the only one.'" And that's when true connection happens. When you find the common ground, where you build the bridge and they feel "me too." 4, be personable, not perfect. Often we walk into a presentation thinking a lot about us and how perfect we should look. But when we take our focus away from us and walk into thinking about connecting, we become more personable. When we share our own stories, our failures, our setbacks, our struggles, people connect with us during those moments than during those perfect moments. And also remove the personal pronoun "I" and build bridges using "we," "us. And that's what builds connection. 5, develop authentic charisma. Charisma is a very interesting word, and I love what the book says. Often a person with charisma would walk into the room saying, "There you are." Think about the people who walk into the room thinking, "Here I am," instead of "there you are." So if you want to be a person of charisma, all you have to do is remove the focus from you and put the focus to others, and that's when you build great charisma. There you are. And also be fully present. Don't be looking at your phone or getting distracted when you are having a conversation with someone. Be fully engaged and give them your 100%. I would like to end with this quote. You can win more friends in 2 months by being interested in them than in 2 years by getting them interested in you, by Dale Carnegie. So if you really want connection, be interested in the other person and you can build a great connection. What are the call to action? You could follow the 30-second principle. When you're engaging with someone, try to give them a compliment within the first 30 seconds of your interaction with them. Have a phone-free meeting. When you are having a conversation with someone, be fully engaged, put your phone away and give them your 100% attention. The perspective flip. Next time you walk in, think not about what you are going to say, think about the other person and the journey that they are going through. Put yourself in their shoes and try to think from their perspective, and that would make you an effective communicator. And last but not the least, when you walk into a room, think and say, there you are. Don't put focus on yourself. Here I am. Walk in thinking, there you are, and give them your full attention. And when you follow these principles, you will be an effective communicator. I hope you found this lesson helpful. Next week, we are going to be talking about the law of leverage, and I hope to see you there.